Hi, and welcome to Talk About Church Music. I just want to spend a few minutes in this video sharing with you about a situation our choir encountered when we had to sing a hymn that had fantastic text, but the tune that was assigned to the text in the hymnal was unfamiliar. So if you'll just listen in for the next few minutes, I just want to share a few strategies that you might be able to use with your choir if this happens in your church. The hymn in question was this one, Spirit Working in Creation. 8 stanzas, and in this hymnal, the hymn tune assigned to it was Stuttgart, with a meter of 8787. For those of you that are not familiar with the metrical index, it simply shows the number of syllables per phrase. So, for example, if you look at the first verse, Spirit working in creation, 8 syllables. Bringing order out of strife, 7 syllables. Come among God's gathered people, 8 syllables. Giving harmony and life, 7 syllables. So what that means is that you can look for other melodies that have that same metrical index and then swap out the words. So you'll notice that in this case, the 8787 will get you through one verse. Our minister of music ended up swapping out Stuttgart for the hymn tune Austrian Hymn, which is more familiar to the congregation that he serves. Now, what you might notice immediately is that in this case, the verse is about twice as long as the verse was in the Spirit Working in Creation text. So what we did, what he did was to double the verses of Spirit Working in Creation so that they would fit into this particular meter, which is 8787D. Now, what made this a little tricky was that when our choir sings, the inner verses are always sung in parts, and the outer verses are sung in unison by the choir. So then the question became, okay, well, it's pretty easy to swap out the text, but then what do we do for the altos, tenors, and basses who have to sing parts in those inner verses? So what I ended up doing, and it was not a we, it was an I, what I ended up doing was to go on to hymnal, and then I went into Muse Score. I found Muse Score to be a little bit easier to navigate for my purposes. Neither of them are endorsing this video. I just want to say that. I use the free version of both programs because I don't have the money to buy the professional version, and that's okay. That's where life is at the moment I'm recording this. So anyway, what I ended up doing was typing out the notes as indicated in this particular setting, and then went back and put in the text of Spirit Working in Creation. So if you'll just give me a moment, I will show you what that ended up looking like, and this is what the choir used for Sunday. So this is what I ended up with. Again, I used Muse Score, the free version, to create this. So you'll see that I have the music from hymn number 17, and the words from hymn number 293. This made life a lot easier for the altos, tenors, and basses, so that in those in-between verses, they could do their own parts. I should say that the congregation does not get sheet music like most churches that are either contemporary or mixed in terms of their music. The words are projected. So there's only a handful of people in my situation where they're actually like opening the hymnal to sing along. And for those that did that, for this piece, they would have seen very quickly that we changed to a different tune. But it went well. I hope that this will go well for you if you have that sort of a situation at your church. So thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.